Sandra Swink from sandraswink.com, and this is Jade and Ariel, my little busy bouncing 6-year-old.
I hope you guys have good work. Keep up the good business work.
Welcome back, everybody. So today I want to touch bases on your business plan outline. What is included in your business plan? So you want to start with your executive summary, which is going to be pretty much a summary of your overall plan. You want to write it in a way that's going to make people want to finish the rest of your plan without giving away too much information in the first 2 pages. After your summary, you want to go into your company description. Basically, who you are as a corporation, how you set up your company. Are you a sole proprietorship? Are you an LLC? Or your corporation? Pretty much your trademarks, your copyright. What have you taken to legally protect your company? Who is going to own your company, basically? What's the ownership there? Is it one person? Is it a team of people? Is it a family business? Is it a business that you purchased and you're restructuring? Give a lot of information on the company itself. From there, you want to go into your operation and your management plan. How are you going to operate on a day-to-day basis? What your time schedule is going to be like. Who are your personnel? How are you going to choose your personnel? Who's going to manage the business, pretty much? How are they qualified to manage the business? What have they done before? Pretty much you have to prove that you're qualified, or whoever you're hiring is qualified to run that business. It's going to take it to the top, basically. From there, you want to go into your marketing strategies. How are you going to attract people? Who are you specifically trying to attract? Once you do attract them, how are you going to keep them? How are you going to keep them as clients? How are you going to make them happy and not want to leave and go elsewhere for the same types of products and services? You want to give feedback as far as how big your target market is. How many people are within that population that you're trying to reach? What are their spending habits? How much can they actually afford? It goes very in detail when it gets to this demographic when it comes to analyzing the market. So you want to provide as much information there as possible. From there, you want to go into your financial plan. You want to be as sure as possible of your numbers. How much do you need to start up? What are you going to do with these funds once you have them? What percent of these funds is going to be allocated to what percent of your business? Whether it's going to be, operating, whether it's going to be for renovations, whether it's going to be for licensing and legal fees. You need to know what percentage that money is going to be broken down to, because without that, you're setting yourself up for failure. You want to also project what your expenses are going to be on a month-to-month basis, at least for that first year of operations. Where are you going to spend in utilities? Where are you going to spend in leasing and rent? How much are you going to pay your personnel? How much is your business taxes going to be on a month-to-month basis? How much is it going to be for your inventory? Things like that that's going to take to run your business on a month-to-month basis. How much is it going to be for that first year? I typically push people to project out 3 years, because when I write your plan, it's going to be for either 3 or 5 years. But what's most important is that first 12 months. You got to know your stuff, basically, because without that, you're going to be operating in the dark, basically. You're going to have expenses pop up left or right, and you're not going to know how to handle that because you didn't plan for it. Also, within that financial plan, you want to talk about your revenue, which is the biggest thing. How are you going to make your money? What streams of income do you plan on attracting that revenue from? If you have a product-based business, what product line is going to bring in a specific amount of money that you project on a month-to-month basis? If you're doing hair care, how much money a month is your weave going to bring in? How much money shampooing service is going to bring in? How much money a month is you as far as offering your own products, which could be something as far as a custom product or something? How much do you plan on bringing in a month there? If you advertise for other hair shop people or whoever on your Instagram or whatever, if you're an influencer, what is the amount you're going to be attracting monthly, their revenue stream? So when it comes to your financial plan, there's a lot of forecasting that's involved, but it's a lot of simple formulas, and it's, if you have an accountant also, or if you have an investor, they can also help you with that kind of information and can provide you with, what's necessary and what's needed to write your plan. Other than that, you want to make sure that your appendix, which is the section at the end of your plan, has quotes. It has documentation from different vendors you've reached out to. You want to make sure you have sound proof, basically, at the end of your plan that everything that's within your plan has really been verified. You want to have vendor quotes. You want to have supplier contracts. You want to have renovation blueprints. You want to have, whatever contracts you have in place to manage, operate, or to finance or market, whatever with your business, you want to make sure you have that written some way or another, whether it's an email, whether it's a real quote from these companies. You want to have all that at the end of your plan to show people that you're serious, to show people that you've taken the proper steps that are needed to be taken to write this plan for one, and to also to utilize for your business. That is pretty much my overview of your outline. You know, your summary, your company information, your marketing strategies, your financing, and that's pretty much the bulk of your plan. Not really going to go into detail what each session involves, like I left out your SWOT analysis. You know, that is also a part of your company or your marketing strategies, where you basically have to analyze yourself. That's the most important part. I always tell my clients is your SWOT analysis, because without that, you're not going to know who you are, you're not going to know what you're capable of, and you're not going to know what your business is capable of. You're not going to know what you're operating against and what's available to you, basically, if you don't know that. So that's very important. So that concludes pretty much my outline. It pretty much tells you what you need to provide within your business plan. If you need a concrete list, if you want me to provide you with a checklist for your business, email me at planning@sandraswink.com, or you can schedule a consultation where we can do a free 15-minute phone call to discuss as well. So go online to my site, sandraswink.com, fill out the form, or you can submit your question directly through my email and I'll reach out. So like always, you want to subscribe, click that link in the bio, subscribe to Everyday CEO on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, the Swink Agency, but to get directly to the channel easily right now is to go to that link that's in the bio. So I look forward to the next video. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, share. There's a lot of people out there that's running in your same circles that are just as confused as you are, who are looking for the same valuable information. So share, share, share. If you guys are interested in partnering, hit me up, email Sandra@sandraswink.com, and we'll go from there. Thank you.